Գելի շնորհակալ ենք հարգելի տիկին Վիկտորին, եւս մեկ կարեւոր ուղերձ եւ եւս մեկ ողջույնի խոսք։ Սիրով բեմ ենք հրավիրում Հայաստանում Ֆրանսիայի արտակարգ եւ լիազոր դեսպան, նորին գերազանցություն տիկին Ան Լույոին։
Hello everybody, dear ambassadors, dear authorities, dear friends. I'm very, very happy to be here today. It is a very important opportunity, not only for us, for women. It is an important opportunity for Armenia. It is an important opportunity for Europe and for the world. We shouldn't be modest, I think, about yes. I wanted to tell you something, dear Andrea Victorian. Yesterday, I met a policeman in front of my embassy, a nice guy, but well, a policeman. And he told me, do you know Andrea Victorian? I said, yes, I do. Oh, what a strong lady. So you see, things are changing. Well, just I think everything has been said here by Andrea, but I would like to add a few words. First of all, of course, after the trauma we have known here, especially in Armenia, the trauma of the war, of the pandemic, it was more important than ever to resume and to strengthen the struggle for the women's rights equality. I think this is a very good moment. It is a good opportunity to launch this initiative to strengthen and to relaunch the struggle for the gender equality and women's rights. I would like really, especially, to welcome all the initiatives which are already taken and implemented in Armenia, especially by the civil society, which you represent. I see very, very nice faces. I have already had the pleasure to meet during my different travels in Armenia and here in Yerevan. So really congratulations to you all, because you are struggling every day in your position, in your region, sometimes in your family, in your social group. So really congratulations. You are the actors, or that's the actresses of this nice struggle. Of course, I would like to welcome as well the government, the Armenian government's commitment towards the gender equality, towards the women's rights, because without the government commitment, it's difficult. We can act, we can act. We know it, but it's better to feel that the government is also considering it as an important challenge to be addressed. So really, congratulations also to the government. Congratulations, of course, to the European Union. Well, I'm a European. France is the current president. Well, until the end of the month only, of the Council of the European Union, and really it was also a priority for us, as it is for you, dear Andrea, as it is for the European Commission, to improve the gender equality within the European Union and in the framework of the partnership agreements we have with other countries such as Armenia. As you underlined, I think it was really very appropriate. We are not perfect. In the EU, we are not perfect. So we know that we must improve things. So that's why we are good partners, because we know we are not perfect. We are better partners if we are not perfect than if we were, I think. Well, what I'm here, I've arrived here in October 2021, and I well, with Andrea, with Lucy, who is in charge of the women's rights in our embassy, I very, very quickly met several people already mentioned here who are struggling for the women's rights, and I began to understand that something is changing in Armenia. Of course, there is a lot still to be done, of course, we know, everybody knows, but things are changing for the best. for instance, and not only in awareness, not only in the level of awareness, also in the reality, also in the action. I think that now it is clear that the struggle for the women's rights is consistent with the cultural features of the country. Because some people that I think you had in mind still doubt. No, the struggle for women's rights is consistent with the culture of this country, as it is consistent with the cultural features of any country. It is, of course, consistent with the social and economic development. More than that, it fosters the social and economic development. We all know about that. It is perfectly consistent with the improvement of education, innovation, and science. It is a condition to improve education, innovation, and science. It is clear, finally, I think that now it is clear in Armenia, as it is in other countries, that a better representation of women in politics help strengthening democracy, helps facing the complexities of social life, both on a national and on an international level. Well, regarding the international level, Andrea, you mentioned the difficulties or differences between what was democracy in the beginning of your career. What is it now? The same for me, I must say. The same for me. Now France has adopted a feminist diplomacy. Well, this is a new concept. It was adopted in France in 2018, so it's really very recent. I wouldn't dare saying that it's already completely implemented. No, we have ideas, we have aims, we want to, but we have to really to implement it. What is it, feminist diplomacy? First of all, women. It is to include this word, to include this idea in every program, in every démarche, in every strategy. This is very, very important. And well, for me, it's new because it wasn't, of course, the case in the beginning of my career. Second, it's to include women in the definition of the strategies, because in the beginning of my career, I was implemented strategies which have been conceived by men, of course. Third, which is very important, is to adopt a transformative approach of diplomacy and of political life. I think we are all with my colleagues here, with all the women here, with all the representatives of the civil society. We are transformative forces, and this is the most important. Perhaps we can doubt, dear Andrea, but we like to transform. So let's transform ourselves first. Our dear partners, the men, they like to be transformed as well, I'm sure. Let's transform our countries, our politicians, the international relations, they need to be transformed for the better, in a peaceful way, of course. So really, as a woman, as a European, as a friend of Armenia, I'm very happy and very proud to be here. Thank you very much.